Pam.
Michael.
Help me.
Oh my God, Michael.
I think I've been shot.
What happened?
Go into the bedroom. Take it. Don't come out no matter what. This is a signal one. I'm a policeman. I've been shot at home. 124, 124, Nerida Street, N-E-R-D-A-H. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, stay with me. Oh, Jesus, stay with me, please, God. Oh,
Michael,
Jesus.
I'm coming.
Jesus, I don't want to die like this.
Mick, listen to me. I'm going to get Dr. Ellen.
What are the kids?
The kids are okay, baby. They're okay. You're going to be fine. It's going to be all right.
Jesus, stay with me, please, Lord. I don't want to die like this. I just want to hold my kids, please.
Who are you? Please. Why have I got to get inside the house? He's alone.
God, please. It's all right. It's all right.
You're gonna be all right.
Get around the back, make sure it's secure. Come in. Leave everybody out.
Steady, Mick. Hold it up. Settle.
Oh, my kids. Where's my
The
kids?
kids are with the neighbours, Mick.
But you got to tell me who would do this to you.
What were you working on?
Give me the gas, for God's sake, please.
Working
Give me
on,
the
mate.
gas.
What were you working on, mate?
The Melbourne job. Alan Williams.
And who else, mate?
And Brian Hanson.
The kids are fine. It's all right, baby. Hang in there. It's all right. Baby, Brian, come on. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. It's all right. I'm here!
Come on, move back.
It's all right!
How many times was he shot? So
Wait,
what do you know? What do you know?
Losing a lot of blood here. What's the blood pressure?
90 over 45.
Better? Oh, yes, fine. Right.
Can you get the blood pressure up?
Trying.
I think we've got it now. Right, then what's the blood pressure now?
Going 90 over 45.
We're still losing a little bit of blood. Right down there. We need more suction. What's the blood pressure now? We're losing a lot of blood here. So there's a bleeder down here, but I can't actually find it.
You done?
Clipped clear across the top of the pancreas. Holes everywhere. The bowel
The
almost
bullets, Doctor, where are they?
gone. One's in the lowest back and the lowest.
We have to have them tonight.
Look, I've just sewn him up.
I'm sorry about that.
Christ, man, if I go in again, he could die.
Look, we have no choice.
Just someone should have told me before this. They're hollow points. Tell him they meant business.
An old mate of the Dodgers, Superintendent Angus MacDonald, took charge of the investigation. Everyone called him Black Angus. Maybe not to his face.
For Christ's sake, Noel, half the drug squad's under armed guard. They've got SWAT troops taking up their living rooms and kitchens. Who the hell am I supposed to put out in the streets to find out who pulled the trigger?
Something will turn up.
Whoever heard of a crook with the guts to hide outside the copper's house and shoot him down in cold blood?
Yeah.
Professional job, no risk, bad business,
Well,
Jim.
homicide should be out there getting their fingers on their
I think I
contacts.
can do that.
Get them on the streets, get the
Can't
bus.
do that.
Why the hell not?
It's outside homicide's turf.
Bullshit.
It's not a homicide matter. The man's still breathing.
Look, who the hell cares? It's a police officer. He's been shot. Who cares who works on it as long as they're the best?
I'm telling you, it'll be handled by the drug squad and divisional detectives. Do you understand?
No, I'm afraid I don't. You got a man from drugs, you got a man from breaking, you got a couple from homicide, you got no one in charge. It's a dog's
No,
breakfast.
it's not, Jim. I don't see any reason why the locals can't handle it. I spoke to West out of Chatswood. He's
You're
happy.
not serious.
You don't want the locals to handle it.
I want a professional, aggressive investigation.
It's what you'll get, Jim.
Not the way it's shaping up.
Detective Les Knox. We're working on the case. You know Ken Bowditch? Terry Dawson?
Oh, sweetheart.
Look, I can't tell you any more than the official word, and that is that it's not great, but he is stable. He's been shot in the stomach and in the chest. Obviously, it's very serious.
The officer being
Sister! Sister, can you get a doctor, please?
It's okay, Michael. It's just a tube to help you breathe. Your wife's here, Michael. It's all right. We need to have care.
It's all right, Michael. I'm just going to hit your chest, mate. Very easy.
It's okay. He just wants to stick
What's he
the
doing
tube
that?
out.
Very easy, mate.
It's okay. Do you want some sedation?
It's all right. You're looking better, Mick.
You can only get better, mate.
You're going to go to Melbourne, Mick. See if we can get onto something. All the leads are coming from there.
Rogers.
No one's heard a thing from him, mate. Not the Dodger. Should they?
It's a cock-up, Mick. Sometimes we report the West. Other times we see Willis or Webster in homicide. McDonald turns up. It's rooted, mate.
Maury.
He's retiring.
When?
Next week. Rogerson's organising a big piss-up for him at the Coachman. Everyone's invited.
a jolly good fellow, but he's a jolly good fellow, but he's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us. To Noel, best wishes on your retirement.
Thanks, boys. Okay, Angus, you all set to take over?
Can't bother, mate. I've been running this outfit for months.
Righto, so what do you got?
Come on, mate. You don't want to talk shop.
Give me the shit.
Got a call from Graham Inkster up in Newcastle. He's got a bloke on remand, conspiracy to defraud. There's a bit of help in court.
So who is in?
Eddie Stevens. No form down here.
No brains either last time I picked him up.
Country town con man, the worst.
So what does he say about Drury?
Drinking heavy, rooting round, knocking off a barmaid. He's got a kid by it.
Can't trust anyone.
He reckons Drury's teamed up with another detective, ripping off drugs, selling them on the street, bashing people with baseball bats. Bit of mischief, mate.
Every day I hoped Rogerson would come forward to help the investigation, but down in my guts I knew he wouldn't. And I knew
Anything about the
why.
shooting you haven't told other police?
No.
Any ideas who shot you or why you were shot?
No, I don't know. I don't know who shot me. But I do know it has to do with Williams and Hanson in Melbourne.
And why are you so sure of that?
You know, this is the first fizzy drink I've had since I was shot.
Is there anything else?
When are you guys going to get serious? What's the
Well,
problem?
Mate, who else are you suspicious of?
I don't know who to believe anymore. I don't know who to trust.
You have any other ideas about why you were shot?
What are you asking me for?
For Christ's
What
sake,
do you reckon,
Mick,
mate?
if you've copped the quid or you've been rooting out of school, tell us.
Ken, honestly, nothing like that has happened. If it did, I would tell you.
Detective Sergeant Inkster from Newcastle has told Black Angus that he's got an informant that reckons you're crook. And also, you've been rooting out of school.
That's not true.
Yeah? Which part?
All of it.
Huh?
All of it. Who's the informant?
Have you ever had any offer in relation to the Melbourne job?
Last year, I was approached by Detective Sergeant. I was offered money if I'd agree not to give evidence against Williams and Hanson. I
Who's
refused.
the detective?
He's one of us, Sydney.
Yeah, well, Mick, who's the cop?
Rogerson.
This is mine. I'll handle it myself.
I know Mick Drury. He's not crook.
And we all know the bloody Dodger. He's an icon, a legend in the force. And I don't want this getting out till we nail it. And no one goes near Roger.
Well, someone's going to have to talk to him.
Not now. No one goes near him. Look, Jim, we're talking criminal charges here. It's not slap on the wrist stuff. We're a crim up on the Central Coast telling us Drury's no good, dealing drugs, rooting any shooter that moves. And we're Drury accusing our top cop of making bribe offers. Come on.
He's a mate of yours, Angus.
We're in SWAS together. What's that supposed to mean?
What do you think it's supposed to mean?
I'll do the job. How's Mick Drury? I'm a mate.
He's very sick.
I know that.
He's not looking the best. He's still not on solids.
How bad's that?
Let's have a look. I think he's awake.
You know who I am? Do you know who I am?
Yes, sir.
I'm Detective Superintendent Angus MacDonald, Acting Chief of the CIB, the highest ranking detective in the state. Everything you told Bowditch and the boys. Best you can remember, is it?
Yes, sir.
Roger offered you a bribe.
That's correct.
The most decorated, courageous officer in the police force offered you a bribe.
Yes, sir.
I hope you know what you're getting into, son.
About 12 months ago, I was called into the office by Detective Sergeant Rogerson. I was asked if there was anything that could be done about the job down south. He asked me to convey a message to Detective Drury to contact him.
What do you think Rogerson meant when he said, could something be done?
Well, I presume he was referring to any assistance that could be given by Drury.
Was an amount of money ever mentioned by Rogerson at this meeting?
Yes. But I don't know the exact amount.
And that's all?
I was asked to convey a message. At no time did I think I was being party to the outcome of any court proceedings.
Would you excuse us, Martine? You know, you're talking about the finest police officer in the force.
Yes.
He's made more arrests than you've had hot dinners.
Yes, I know that.
How do you think your fellow police officers, your mates, will take this?
I don't know.
I think long and hard about it, fella.
Hello, Missy. Darling. Come. Come to Daddy. Come here, you little sweetie.
Kiss on me.
Come here, darling. Have a kiss.
I'm
you
glad to see
sweet.
you.
At least one good thing, Pam was getting a lot of support, sometimes from unexpected sources.
Mick. Arrange for the nurse to have a little talk. Room just down the hall. Won't take a minute.
How are you?
Good, Mick.
I want you to tell me again what you told me about Detective Rogerson.
Well, the first time was when he rang me at the office and left a message. I didn't return his call. Well, not straight away, anyway. And from there, Lou Roussos and Neville Smith came up to see me.
You know a prostitute called Sandra Lee?
No, sir.
You sure you're not dealing drugs?
No, sir.
You sure you're not dealing drugs with a detective on
No,
the north
sir, no.
side?
I'm not.
Keeping people in line with baseball bats is what we've heard. You denying that?
Yes, sir.
Well, get on with it.
Well, I rang Rogerson and I told him that I would come up and see him. And I walked up to Darlinghurst and I went in and met him in his office. And he was in charge since Detective Brown was on sick leave.
You know a detective on the north side. Are you working with a detective on the north side selling his drugs?
No, sir, no. And Rogerson then took me out into the corridor and told me that he'd been in contact with someone who knew a fellow in Melbourne who was prepared to pay.
You sure you haven't been in Melbourne
No.
working on a job, the George Hotel in St Kilda?
No, I haven't.
Well, listen, mate, I'm going to Newcastle. I'm seeing an informant. He's going to tell me everything there is to know about you, fella. I'm going to Newcastle.
Angus.
And when I find out, you're buggered.
He's up, Angus.
Are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I'm fine.
No, Michael, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, These gentlemen are here to help me. They're assisting the investigation.
You're not a tough person. You're a weak person. You're inexperienced, but that's not your fault. The Melbourne job was a tough assignment. You couldn't handle it. You buggered it from the start. Fucking goose.
We'd like to talk to Rogerson.
Why?
He's a suspect.
Who's we?
All right, I want to talk to him.
You don't need to talk to Rogerson, Ken.
What about Melbourne, Angus? They got more information. Can I go down?
As far as I'm concerned, Victorian's about as useful as pockets on a singlet.
Well, maybe that goes for all of us.
Look, Ken, you're not going to like this. I'm a superintendent. You're a shit kicker. I'm busy.
I've heard a rumour that I may be responsible for shooting Drury. And as a .38 calibre revolver was used, and 2 shots were fired, similar to the manner of training that SWAS personnel have in firing their service revolvers, I insist you check my weapon.
What'll that prove, Roger?
Check it.
What'll it prove?
Nothing. Neil?
Hey, Jim.
Rich? Hey, Jim?
Ron? No.
Angus?
Hey, Brian.
Angus? You've ruined the symmetry, Angus.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
Oh, I just thought, well, we've all bought our better halves.
I thought I could invite anybody I liked.
Of course, Roger's very welcome.
Angus decided to bring his rotten half. I'd just like to remind the new Chief Super that we went to the academy together. I've had more arrests and charged more criminals than he has, but he spent more time sitting behind a desk. I'd just like to congratulate him and let him know that I always knew he'd end up a bastard of considerable conscientiousness.
Thanks, Roger.
Yeah, but he still made Chief Super.
Chief Super.
Chief Super.
This has been a bastard of a case, and it's my last.
You always say that, Angus. Never makes any fucking difference.
Black Angus got a shock when the Commissioner called him up to his office.
Well, you've been on this a while, Angus. All seems a bit of a non-event.
That's right. A bloody non-event. No evidence.
Yeah, that's the problem, Angus. Something terrible has happened here. Something that's got to be fixed.
You want me to manufacture the evidence?
Angus, one of our own has been shot. And we can't come up with a decent lead.
You give me a bit more bloody time, I'll come up with something.
I've put certain things in train.
There's no case.
The Director of Public Prosecutions thinks otherwise. If Roussos corroborates Drury's evidence, that's all we need.
You can't sustain a charge against Rogerson. I said that in my report, and I'm saying it now.
I know we've never really got to know each other, but times have changed. There are powerful forces working here now. Evil forces, and I want to see an end to them.
It's persecution. Persecution against the best police officer in the force.
I want him out. In my view, he's no longer a policeman. He's on the other side, and I want him and all his mates out of my police service.
Won't be bloody many left when you're finished.
I can live with that, Angus.
Get on with it.
I formally charge you, Roger Caleb Rogerson, with 2 counts of attempting to bribe a public officer.
So what happens now, Jim?
You'll be suspended. They want you to consider your defence anyway. Outline something. Give a statement if you...
I had nothing to do with the Drury matter, Jim. Nothing at all. I've been in this force since I was a kid. How dare they treat me this way?
Nobody likes this, for Christ's sake.
I want to extend my holidays by a couple of months. I've got some things to do around the house.
Fine, go. I want to look into your finances.
What finances?
Your daughter's education. What's the place at Longevity?
My wife, Joy. Her income pays for that. I also give my mum a couple of bucks on top of a pension. You going to go me for that?
We'll present all this to the Commissioner. I don't think he wants to go soft on this one.
My silk, Chester Porter, was the best money could buy. They don't work for any other reason.
The media will see it as the Brotherhood on trial.
That's bullshit. It's all about a couple of born-again Christians who've never done a day's policing in their lives and how they're out to get me.
Who?
Well, who do you think? The new Commissioner Avery, the Deputy Commissioner, all of them?
None of that's got anything to do with the charges.
Well, I'm telling you it does.
What, do you want me to argue in court there's a conspiracy? Where's the evidence?
Well, it's there. You know, I hear it every day of the week.
You're making a big, bloody mistake if you think we can convince a jury of that. No. It's two cops having a fight in public, and only one can win.
You think so?
I know so. Most of these undercover blokes are a bit conceited. We'll play on that. Let the jury see he's up himself.
Well, that's it.
Undercover cops live a lie, don't they? You saw what Drury was like in the committal. A smarty. Nobody likes a smarty, Roger. Especially a jury. See, they think this bloke's out to fool us. He lies for a living, doesn't he? Gets paid for it. He's very good at it. He could be doing it now. You wouldn't know.
I suppose you're right.
Credibility. His or yours. That's what it'll come down to.
You mean who can lie better?
Truth is the best defense, Roger.
Yeah, well, that's what you'll get.
It's beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
You know what the payload for a Cessna 182 is, Ned?
No, not offhand, mate, no.
Feather under half a ton.
Oh, shit, eh? We got something cooking, mate. It's good, it's big, it's huge, isn't it, Roger? Yeah, what am I supposed to be, a mind reader or something, am I? Well, that'd help, because you're never going to believe it. Right, you're working on something, mate, eh?
Just an idea.
Just an idea. If this is an idea, Farlap's a Shetland pony. You're never going to believe it, Ned. So if I ever hear what the fuck it is, mate, huh? Tell him, Roger.
Half a ton of heroin.
Oh,
How much do you think that'd be worth, Ned?
well, you're not going to get that much in one place, mate. We've got it covered. We're talking to the Prince of Promises. That's a mountain of stuff.
Murray's getting day leave from Long Bay. He's been talking to a pilot, Peter Johnston. He's all for it.
And where are you getting the stuff from, mate?
Murray's contact. A guy called Kevin Leith. He's going to get the gear off in Thailand or Malaysia, and then he's going to fly it in.
Jesus.
It'll work, Ned. We don't do it, some other prick will. Come on, get it.
Fucking well, mate. Come on, Ned. I hate the bastard, mate. Christ's sake, we're not going to take off. Get your ass into the back seat. Okay, you keep it on the ground, mate. Okay. Keep the fucking thing on the ground. Now, Roger's got a brilliant plan, haven't you, Roger?
Oh, you know, I'm thinking about superannuation. The way things are going, we're going to need it. Let's do a biggie to walk away, that's what I say.
Jesus Christ, you bastard, serious. Roger and me are getting our licence.
We're serious. We're going to need someone to handle distribution. Upwards of 40 kilos at a time. We're going to make a killing.
Yeah, half a King's Cross, mate.
Roger.
They put a Detective Inspector Bruce Kerrison onto collecting evidence for my trial. A suburban cop who couldn't track an elephant through the snow was a joke.
This isn't what you said in your record of interview.
My memory is better now.
There was never at any time any mention of money in relation to the conversation with either Rogerson or Drury about the Melbourne operation.
Yes, that's right.
That contradicts what you said in your record of interview with Angus MacDonald. You've done a backflip. You're in consorting now, aren't you?
Yes?
With Angus MacDonald.
What's that got to do with it?
What's that got to do with it? That was going to be the biggest nail in the brief, and you've just blown it. You coward bastard.
The so-called gang wars had begun. Tommy Domican and some shitmen were trying to muscle in on George Freeman's territory. Chris Flannery's job was to stop them.
Domican! Domican! I know it's you, gutless bobby bastard! Domican! I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you, you son of my wife! My wife and kids! My wife and kids!
Yes, mate, they weren't mucking around. Could you believe it? Machine gun.
There's a real tragedy about the brickwork, Chris.
You know who it was?
Well,
Must have been Domican. Who else?
you up with him?
Well, how the hell would I know? Anyway, Freeman's looking around for a machine gun for me. I'll kill a lot of them. No, Tony.
Oh, you mate.
Tony Eustace was a drug dealer. Nice guy, but vicious. He'd rather do you a good turn than a bad one, most of the time. He's a good friend of Chris's.
Oh, look at this shit.
You ever been to Singapore, Bruce?
Nah.
Oh, mate, whatever your hands want, your mouth, your dick.
Yeah, I've never
whatever
been
you
there,
want,
never
you can
been
have
there.
it. Do you think I should have a holiday?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You're running out of friends, Tony. You're off.
No, they can't touch me.
Oh, well,
Can't
think what
touch
you
me,
like.
mate.
Think what you like, mate. And I've told you, and it's very good mail. Now, about this Drury shit.
Just keep your friggin' voice down, will you?
I've got a couple of possibilities. Now, I just want to find out if I'm on the right track, okay? Just answer me yes or no.
What's the name?
Flannery.
Come on, he's a mate of mine.
Yeah, I know. I've heard he was the trigger man. Don't
Yeah?
worry, it's all around the traps. Did he do it?
Yeah, Rent-A-Kill did it.
Who told you?
He did, but it doesn't matter. There's no way you put this in the report. I'll deny it. You're signing my own fucking death warrant, you know that.
This is Sydney, Tony.
Yeah?
You get whacked either way.
Yeah, look, I can only tell you the stuff I've just heard.
Yeah, what was that again?
No, it doesn't matter.
Look, all I want is a crack in the wall. Something I can get a grip on.
Yeah, Chris shot him.
Yes, yeah, very good. Hey, how'd you get that? Who gave the vet? Neddy gave you that, didn't he? Ah, you two are my next ones. Get away, boys.
It's not just Kerrison. Eustace is talking to the feds. They got him up on charge.
He's a dog, mate. Been giving everybody up.
Well, Chris has got to take some of the shit about that, otherwise how would Eustace know about the jury job? Unless Chris told him.
Right. Chris loves to talk. Well, no, I'm in shit up to my bottom lip. I got Kerrison looking for anything he can put on me.
Tell him about the good news.
Can't afford to have my name up in lights. I'm going to beat these charges.
Tell him the good news.
Who else has Chris been talking to?
I don't think he won't give you any grief, mate. Don't worry about it.
You do something about it.
Tell him the good news.
Mate, you tell him the good news.
No, fuck you. I'm not going to tell you
What?
that. Tell me for Christ's sake. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, it reeks of genius. Roger's got it all worked out. Our plane takes off from Moresby, right? And radios that it's going to Tahiti.
Trobriand.
Well, close enough.
It doesn't go there. It goes to an airstrip in North Queensland, drops the stuff, takes off, radios he's on his way back. There's no radar. Nobody knows where he's been. It's a walk-up start.
Believe it when I see it, mate.
A walk-up start.
Believe it when I see it.
You're a grumpy bastard today, Ned.
Yeah, it's a Parkinson's, mate. It's getting
Parkinson's, easy.
Roger's
Cooling
been
your head,
talking to
mate.
Murray.
Drink some piss, calm your
Roger's
nerves.
talking to
Drink a
Murray.
piss, doesn't
Everything's going according to plan. Johnston's and Moresby now. Try out a kilo first. Then 8, right? Then the big one, and then I'm gonna tell them to stick their job up their ass!
More of that, mate, when Dominic comes up.
Hey?
What do you reckon old Reniker walks around with a target on his back, eh?
Oh,
Look at that. Anyway, Dominic's a big girl. Guess I wouldn't want him sitting on my fucking face.
Yes?
There's been a hitch.
How can we trust you?
I'm in state intelligence. I'm on the task force. Who else are you going to
Just
trust?
ask him, mate. Just ask him.
It's going to cost. Yeah, we know that. How much? 20.
Jesus Christ.
That's the good news. We've got you on toast. As soon as your plane takes off from Moresby, we track it all the way and jump on you.
Up yours. Everything I've got's riding on this. We're going to live like kings.
Better to be a poor free man than a rich king.
Shut up, Mulliner, for Christ's sake. You don't know how much we put into this. Who tipped you off?
Where do I get my 20?
You get your 20. How did you get onto us?
The feds tapped Billy's phone.
What? You fucking Bill. You can't keep your mouth shut, can you?
Got nothing.
How long's this been happening?
I didn't ask.
Who's been tapped?
Nothing, mate.
What do they got?
No, you know the feds, Roger. They give you nothing.
Hey, hot here. Hot here, mate.
If they've been listening to you, if it's been happening for a while, we're finished, mate.
I got nothing. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, mate. What about your man, the feds, mate? Didn't he know what was going on?
You better put a call through and stop the plane.
Hey, Billy. Better use phone box this time, mate, eh?
What, you don't want the money? Yeah, I want the money.
Chris arranged to meet Tony Eustace at the airport.
Hey, what's going on, Chris? What's going on? You gave me up. Don't know what you're talking about.
You
mate.
gave me up!
Chris, I know you think that, mate. I never talk to nobody. You're a lying dog. Screw you.
With good crims, you could always rely on their loyalty when the chips were down.
Tony? Who did this to you, Tony?
Fucked.
He died 5 hours later without another word. Chris Flannery attracted trouble like flies to a horse's ass. Sooner or later, someone was going to have to deal with it.
I heard Chris missed him by the length of a bee's dick.
What if Dominican makes a complaint, eh? He'll know that we set him up. Unless he's as stupid as you. I mean, you're a cowboy, aren't you? A real rootin' tootin' cowboy.
Everybody wants to get on with a bit of action. This shit's got to stop. Nothing's going in the
I
bank.
got people out there trying to kill me.
You can't trust things.
Freeman's been to see the other side. He's worked something out. It's time to give it up.
The good of everybody.
What would you know?
I'm telling you to pull your fucking head in, or there'll be more trouble than you could handle.
I can handle you, pal. You're not a protected species. You're not a koala bear. You can be killed just as easy as anyone else.
What does that mean, dickhead?
What it means is I can take you. I can take you and your whole family. No one will ever find you. You understand? Understand what I'm saying? I'll kill you in the street. I'll kill you and your stupid wife and your stupid kids. I'll kill anything. Anything that moves around your dumb shit for brains cop house.
Yeah?
Mal.
Pull the trigger.
Come on. You got it out. You do something with it. Hey, is that your dick in your hand? Hey? Hey? You're too stupid to be shooting anything but blanks. Mal.
Now push me out.
You want to show off? You want to show off, you big weak prick?
Put the gun down.
Put the fucking gun down!
Huh? See?
You're not the only bastard that's got one.
Now, you're lucky it didn't work. We're going to pretend that never happened.
Pulled his. You keep out of it.
Oh, what would you do with a gun,
Well,
Abbo?
you ought to have a bloody good idea.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, how many people have you
If
killed?
I'd have killed anyone, Missy, you'd be the first to know. You're a pack of dead shits. Have a look at yourselves. Something goes wrong and you turn to shit. Oh, what are you? What about you, Nettie?
Yeah, what?
How many you killed? A dozen?
Jesus Christ, mate, what is this? Some sort of quiz show?
Hey, I put plenty of people off, so I know what I'm doing.
What are you saying? I don't know what
What
I'm
I'm
doing?
saying is that I've knocked a lot of people off, and I don't know if you have. That's what I'm saying.
Well, if I hadn't knocked anybody off, mate, you certainly wouldn't know about it. You've been arrested every time you've done one, haven't you?
Get fucked!
Are you coming with us, or are you going to stay here with these low jacks?
No, I run my own race, thanks, Kath. Be a good idea if you ran yours, too.
What are you looking at?
Jesus.
They're still after Williams. They want him at my trial.
Well, I don't think he's going to talk now, mate. Not after somebody shot his brother-in-law.
Yeah, well, he'd better keep his face out of trouble. I don't know how many brother-in-laws he can afford to lose. You know, I mean, if Williams gets up and talks, if he mentions Chris, I don't want Chris put in that situation, mate.
Nah, of course not, mate.
Well, people know Chris is out of control. I'm not saying he's not. Not anymore. With everything that's been happening, someone's bound to catch up with him, take him for a ride and have a nice, quiet chat.
I'm off.
Where are you going?
George has got a new machine gun. Wants me to have a look at it.
Well, I thought we were going to the pictures.
Jesus Christ, Kath. I can't do everything, can I?
Chris?
I'll be back soon. See you, baby.
Come on! Hey! Hey!
Yeah.
Hey! Hey! What the? Oh!
Chris had to go, mate. You know, he was becoming a danger to us all. Everyone could see he was going a bit ratty.
Yeah, it's fucking out of control, mate.
George and the team are concerned that you might be thinking of backing up for Chris. You're not that silly, are you, mate?
No, there's no reason why I want to, mate. I got no business in it. Everything's sweet.
I'm pleased to hear that.
I reckon we just carry on as normal, get back to business.
Yep.
You know, make a bit of money. That's what you want to hear, mate.
It's very sensible of you, Ned. What about you, Abbo?
Hey, I'm sweet. Never liked the cunt. Tell you one thing, though. It's a pity his wife didn't go with him. She's worse at dog.
I'm taking these kids for a ride out on the boat. No point in asking you guys along.
I do believe I'm accepted as a decent and honourable person. Families of murdered victims, I still keep in touch with their children. Someone to help when they need help.
This statement by Roussos has knocked their case sideways. He's gone right back on his record of interview. It's great for us.
He's had a bit of a rethink. That, that often happens.
Yes, of course. Well, it's very simple now. It's just your word against Drury's. You give him the facts and I will apply the blowtorch to his belly.
I don't know whether it'll be that easy to buckle.
Well, the case hangs on it. We'll get the jury asking itself, is this man believable? I want to sail him as close to the wind as I can get him. I don't want him breaking down in the box, sobbing like a girl with the jury watching me shuffle papers and look like a bastard. I don't want that. I want him to trip himself up, talk himself to death. That's the game plan.
I haven't forgotten you, Rogerson. I'm going to make sure that everybody in here knows what you've done. You may think that you can just shoot Warren down like he was a dog in cold blood, but you're the mongrel. You're scum of the earth, and I'm going to tell everybody, and I'm not scared of you. You're going to pay for this, don't you worry.
Only a fool gives another fool the time of day.
Piano, piano.
Bastard.
Mr. Drury, the story that Sergeant Rogerson set out to bribe you is in fact that, a story, a complete invention, is it not?
No, sir.
Over 5 years, you've been practicing the art of deception, have you not?
Yes.
So that one of the things that you've been practicing is the ability, in effect, to tell lies and appear convincing.
Well, in the undercover situation, yes.
And in the matter of the accusing of Rogerson, that'd be easy too, would it not?
No, I wouldn't do that.
But your ability in the art of deception is such that no one would know whether you were doing it or not, would they?
Well, that is a case in the field of undercover work, but I'm not here as an undercover agent now.
Tell us of your first meeting with Detective Drury.
Well, he rang me at work and then walked up to see me.
So he rang you?
Perfectly straightforward. I'd sent a message that I had some information for him. Just one police officer to another.
Were you reluctant to report the alleged bribe to your superiors?
Correct.
Nor did you report it to any person in authority?
Correct, I did not.
Nor, in the conversation with Rogerson, did you express, according to you, any indignation that you had been approached with a bribe?
Well, what do you mean by indignation?
Well, normally, the reaction of an honest man to an offer of a bribe would be something like, "How dare you suggest that to me?"
Perhaps about 300 years ago.
Was any mention made during that conversation of any sum of money?
No. There was no sum mentioned to me, and I definitely didn't mention any money to Detective Drury.
In particular, was mention made of a sum of money 15 to 25,000.
Definitely not.
Was there anything whatever improper about the conversation you had with Drury?
No.
Your fellow officers, Perrin and Lyons, you say you told them about that last conversation you say occurred on the 1st of June.
Yes, a Friday morning.
What did you say?
That Roger Rogerson had been in contact with me and been on to me again about the Melbourne matter.
Now, these were the only two people that you had ever entrusted with this information about Rogerson?
Yes, sir.
Perrin and Lyons. So you would have asked for their support, then to support your story when you realised it was going to become public?
Well, no, sir.
I'm putting it to you that it's a complete fiction that you ever said anything to Perrin and Lyons about these matters.
I did.
And the reason it's a complete fiction is because there never was any corrupt suggestion made by Rogerson to you.
There was, sir.
I'm putting it to you that your accusation against Rogerson is completely unfounded.
No.
Nothing further, Your Honour?
My learned friend asked you about the death of Jack Richardson.
You told him there were matters on your mind after his shooting.
There were two matters on my mind. The first one was that at that stage I was very concerned that there may have been a possibility that the accused had gotten word back that I'd agreed to go ahead with the bribe. The other reason was just the other reason was that if they agreed to go ahead with it and they were going to go all the way, I was next.
You have a good memory?
I believe I have a good memory, yes.
You have a strong personality?
That would be the case.
You are quite fearless?
I believe, under certain circumstances.
Intelligent?
Average intelligence.
You are able to influence other police officers, are you not?
I don't think I could agree with you.
Before the committal started, had you spoken to Roussos from time to time?
No.
But I suggest to you, you knew that his record of interview was damaging to you.
Objection.
During the committal proceedings, was it your view that Drury was trying to blame you for a bribe which he himself had taken?
I have since heard that Drury was himself involved in a situation of corruption and was trying to throw the heat off himself by informing police that I had been corrupt towards him.
Foreman of the jury, what is the verdict?
Not guilty, Your Honour.
Rogerson, don't you worry. You'll pay in some way.
What do you think about the verdict, Detective Drury?
Roger? Yes, I'll shake your hand.
I didn't want it to be this way.
Mick, if I knew who shot you, I'd tell you.
Wouldn't like to make a mistake. Happy with the result?
Roger, getting pleased with the
Where are you
outcome.
going now?
Are you heading straight back to police?
Anything at all this way, sir? What's happening now?
I saw Billy at Louis Bayer's mother's funeral.
Cheer up.
They'd slapped a couple of misconduct charges on him.
That's what they've done.
He wasn't too happy.
Bullshit, it's a dry eye.
Neither was Louis, but his grief came from a higher source.
Now, they've only got to get me on one, and I'm out. Hey, without my super, how am I going to live?
Hey, Roger, I need a minute, mate.
No, I'm not going to go to the piss-up.
I don't think there's going to be one.
Louis will put on a big spread.
Listen, mate, I've got some bad news.
Well, that'll make a change.
They're from a security camera in some bank in York Street.
What, did I have a gun?
No, this is serious, mate. Serious. You're using a false name. They've got these shots of you in the bank taking the money out. That's you, isn't it? That's you. Right?
It's bad.
I thought you'd say that.
I didn't know I'd lost so much hair.
Oh, shit. Look, the boys know about it. They want their money back.
What money?
Well, they figure that, there's plenty stashed away. And then, I know they've been coughing up each
Oh, well,
bill.
tell them I'll send a cheque to the social club and they can all get rooted.
Roger.
Louis?
Yeah, see you, mate. Bye.
See you, mate.
Listen, it's not working anymore. I'm I'm thinking of looking at a medical.
What do you mean?
It's just getting too tropical. I mean, they're after you and Billy. I mean, Nilsson's already on leave. So's Fitzy, and a couple of the others. I can get out now and stress, you know. Take the super, you know, I don't know. It's... Look here. Shit. Yeah, well, you do what you have to do. Yeah. I gotta. It's closing in, mate. It's closing in.
I'm gone, mate. Gone.
Let's go inside, Billy.
No. No, mate, I'm finished. For me, it's over. They've got me cold.
Well, mate, it's not the end of the world.
Yes, it is. You know how the feds wired my phone? They got tapes.
What do you mean?
Well, they got tapes. They're going to play them at my hearing. They've got us.
What do you mean, us?
You're on them.
Yeah, you know I don't talk on the phone.
Yeah, I know, mate, but this is not good.
Well, what have you heard?
I've heard that they've got me talking about that Pelia stuff, flying that shit down from New Guinea. So they got me. And they got Peltos, they got all of us.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em?
Come on, let's go inside, Billy. Keep a big mouth.
I need immunity.
How do I know how much you know? Tell me something so as I can make a decision.
And then I'll get immunity?
No, you never get immunity. What you'll get's protection, some sympathy and a cup of tea if you're a good
That's
boy.
a good deal. Roger's out there, he's going to kill me. You're offering me a cup of tea?
A police officer was shot in his own home. You're involved. Rogerson's not your only worry.
Oh, yes, he is. He's mates with Dennis Allen. He sent some guys around after me, except he got it wrong. He killed my brother-in-law.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Yeah, so you've heard. I mean, Lindsay had no idea what I was doing. He just came around to say hello. These guys throw him on the ground. He says, I'm not Allen. They put 2 bullets in his fucking head right in front of his wife and his kids.
Well, that's your opinion.
How the fuck can I trust you? Roger's out there. He's going to kill me.
You give us a confession, and we'll give you protection.
And a sentence in Long Bay.
Come on. A lot of people don't like you out there, Alan. Come on, give us a confession. I'm the only hope you've got.
Pam, Bruce Kerrison just called. Williams has confessed.
What did he say?
I knew it would happen. I just knew it. I knew they'd come unstuck, Pam. These bastards, they're going to get what they deserve.
Michael, does it mean it's going to be over?
No, it's not over, Pam. No way. It's just a start, Pammy.
I mean, you know, for all of us, I just want one day when we can be free of it.
Pam, those bastards gave me their all, and I'm still here, Pam. They can't hurt us anymore.
Look, I feel responsible. The cops ate my guts. Do you think they just went after Dave because of me?
Federal cops loaded him up. That's all there is to it. They wanted him out the way. How bad do you want to save him?
Anything.
Look, as your legal advisor, I can only go so far. It's up to you.
Look, I'll do anything I can.
Yeah, well, see if you can get them to say something they shouldn't. Someone I can use to get a look at the brief.
Like what?
Look, they're cops, Sal. They got big mouths, big feet, and one goes into the other. It's right up your alley. Do you know any federal cops, Sal?
Yeah, there's a couple after me about some furs.
Perfect. Invite them back to your place, get them talking. Bob's your uncle.
Okay, then what do I do? Write it down?
Tape it.
Bug them. Are you serious?
Look, if you can get something to embarrass them to show me the brief, well, it's worth it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Get yourself a little tape recorder, get something on it, and then ring me.
Sally Ann finally went too far. She ended up with tapes that gave the New South Wales cops a lot of mentions.
Cut this, okay?
She had to go.
Sure.
What you got?
Not all of it.
Try some now?
Yeah.
I've got a few minutes.
I've got to go though. I'll see you soon.
Don't go.
No, I've got to get back.
Shut your face, son of a bitch. Shut up. Shut up, you little slut. Shut up.
Die, you bitch. That'll be the last thing you see.
Is Michelle your authority then?
I know I was in there having a crap.
You're gonna have to cop a bit of shit for a while, Ned, until I get a few things sorted out.
Oh, yeah, what sort of things, mate?
Oh, you know, they're still going after me over the Drury matter. Now they're accusing me of consorting with known criminals. Can you believe it?
Yes, mate, you wouldn't know anybody like that, wouldn't you? Yeah, so what are you going to do? What are you going to do, man?
I'm gonna become a TV star.
What?
All right, the present allegations, these federal police phone conversations about that infamous lunch that you had with Nettie Smith. It was a conversation between Nettie Smith and Detective involving the two of them and you going to lunch. And the conversation says, from Smith, he asks, are we going to whack it up three ways? Do you know what that would mean?
Yeah, well, it sounds as if they're referring to money, but I don't. It certainly wasn't discussed in my presence, and as I said, it wasn't discussed.
All right. Well, Smith also asks, do you want me to bring the 10? To which the other detective agrees.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think. See, part of the problem was that Nettie Smith always had in the back of his mind that his phone was tapped. He was paranoid about it, and I believe that he would say silly things just to think to have the federal police think that he was doing something naughty.
It's not helping you at the moment.
It's not helping me at all. That's right. But I think that this will come out. This will all come out in the tribunal hearing.
Well, have you ever taken money from Ned Smith?
No, definitely not. I've paid him money.
How much have you paid him?
He's been paid sums of money.
As an informant?
Yes.
Hey, boys, just in time. Bring a fork.
So what are you laughing about, Billy? What's the joke?
Oh, Jesus, Ned.
Roger had to say you were informing, you know. He had to justify the lunches, late night drinks you've been having. You do understand.
What this means, but why wasn't Ned warned? Why wasn't he told to be all right? It's a death sentence.
Hey, look, Ned, nobody's going to believe this.
That's good, Billy. Straight away I feel better. Straight away I feel much better, mate. Oh,
Ned, listen. Look, if you...
Hey!
Roger wants...
This has gone too far.
Listen, mate, he's going to explain everything to you.
You stuffed up. That's his problem. He did the stuffing up. You got that? Drury. The minute he went after Drury, he stuffed it.
Roger does what he has to do.
He stuffed.
He stuffed.
Now, if this was anybody else, mate, I'd kill him. You got that? I'd kill him.
Ned.
No, Bill. You look like shit.
Dodger rang me. One with the dash.
When's he coming, Billy?
He's in the shit, Ned.
We're gonna wait here for the Dodger. That's what we're gonna do, mate. We're gonna wait here.
Some prick from Internal Affairs rang. Gonna slap a couple of misconduct charges on him after last night.
You're bloody right. Well, looks like it's backfired in the Dodger this time, eh?
Yeah, well, he's not himself, mate. Didn't think this was gonna happen to him, for Christ's sake.
That's what you get for talking bullshit. Oh, I've got to go and move my car.
Got your gun, Ned?
Oh, what, Billy? Oh, what?
Got your gun?
It's Pope Catholic, mate.
Well, don't take the gun with you, mate, because you know the feds and the state boys are sitting off the pub.
I didn't see any.
Well, I'm telling you, they're there.
I don't like this, Nettie. All right, Abbo, relax, mate. You worry too much. I signed myself out. I could hardly walk, but I managed with the aid of my little wife, God bless her. She dropped everything, come straight to Sydney, bringing a loaded pump-action shotgun with her in the boot of the car. You'd be flat out finding too many blokes with as much go in them as my Deborah had.
Everybody knows you're not a dog, all right?
Jesus, mate, look,
It's not an issue,
I know.
Ned.
Billy keeps telling me that, and it's bullshit. It's not the same anymore, Roger. It's not the same, mate. It's changed. All the rules are changed. It's all changed, mate.
Piss off. Come on, piss off.
You know?
Mate, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. I would have had nothing to do with this. If I'd wanted to kill you, I would have done it myself. Out in the open, fair and square.
What, like Lamb French, mate? Is that what you do? Huh? Like
Yeah.
Lamb French?
Yeah.
You do it like Lamb French. Jesus, mate, you need the crowd for that one, didn't you? You need the crowd for that one. You wanted all your cop mates standing around. You wanted to do it in front of your cop mates, didn't you?
Mate, who drove him there?
You wanted to do it in front of your cop mates.
Who drove
You
him?
wanted them all coming up.
Who took his gun?
Roger the big man.
Who
Roger
took
the
his
hero.
gun?
That's what you wanted. You wanted to be the big
You're like
man
a crack
in front of
record. Come on, mate. Who drove the car?
You wanted to be the big...
Who was driving the car? Who ran you down?
Well, mate, I told you, Randy. It's Terry Ball. It's Terry Ball.
Terry Ball. What's he got against you?
Well, I shot him in the head once, so it couldn't be that. It couldn't be that Hey, man.
Come on, mate. Look, come on, you got to get over this. Look, it's time for a step up. Hey?
Oh, yeah, like what, mate? Step up where?
Well, listen, I'll tell you. I've got a little go worked out. No, sweet as a nut.
No, mate, I'm...
Sweet as a
No,
nut.
mate, I'm not going to be set up for you or nobody else. You got that? No, nobody.
All right, mate. All right, mate, I'll make you a promise. I'll make you a promise.
Now, I did everything right. I had the green light.
If it was Terry Ball that did this
I paid
to you...
everybody got paid. I kept my mouth shut. And you go and stuff it up, mate. You go and stuff it up. You know why you stuffed it up? Because you couldn't take it when Drury said no to you about the bribe, mate. You could not take it, mate. You couldn't take it. Hey? You couldn't take that one, could you?
Right, now, you got that out of your system? Now, we're back on board again and we're going to do business? We're going to do business? Come on, how are your wounds?
Hey, mate.
How are your wounds?
Hey! The Dodger was right. It was time to make use of my biggest asset, the green light. Here we go, mate, here we go. Just see how many? Hang on. How many, mate? Hey, think about it, let's do it. Hang on, whoa. Okay, go, mate, go. Go. I was addicted to the adrenaline fix. I often wondered if it was the same feeling junkies got. There was nothing in the world like it. It was excitement and fear. It twisted me gut muscles into knots and got me higher than a kite. They were kicking Roger out of the police force, and mostly because he was mates with me. Sorry, we'll be right. I'll take care of it. Thanks. Hey, mate. Hey, we're the son of attention again. Hey. They look like federal boys, mate. Assholes. They were in here last night, too, mate.
No assholes! Hey? Well, where did you get that from, Ned?
The horses, mate. Hey, this is the most those shit men will ever see in one night, mate. Hey.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Hey? Whoa! My Uncle Bob had a great big knob, but not as big as mine. My auntie Madge had a giant badge, but fitted me just fine. Oh, hey, little boy, cop them apples. Hey, you got your surveillance camera in you? Surveil that one, ain't you?
Looks like your face, you prick.
2 rock melons in a string bag.
Hey, come on, sure.
I'll fucking kill you! I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
Come on, mate, come on. Hey, come on, mate, that's what we want, come on.
I'll kill a lot of you,
Come on, let's get some fresh air. Hey, Roger, mate, come on.
You're not cops!
Hey, look at
You wouldn't fucking know a cop!
This was the last time me and Abbo worked together. It was a sad moment.
Sean round, I'm telling you. Sean, it's Sean round. Come on.
People kept telling me I was losing the grip of myself. But I was in charge the whole time.
Eddie, stand up.
I needed a replacement for Abbo. I got lucky. This guy I knew had just finished a big stretch for a vicious armed robbery he'd done. Just what I needed. I checked him out with the Dodger. He was sweet. Yeah, mate, how's it going? Huh?
Hey, congratulations, mate. Well done.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Hey?
Come on.
You and me, what happened to you and me, eh?
Come on, leave it alone.
Ah, don't you tell me to leave it alone! You robbed me of 20 grand,
Mate,
you shit.
Mate,
and you tell me to leave it alone? Me and you.
Abbo just couldn't handle a demon drink.
Deborah, come here a minute. Reckon that looks like me?
Dead ringer.
Jesus Christ!
Things had taken a bit of a nosedive since the Dodger had gone. How could the cops let a photo of me get the papers? What the fuck was I paying them for?
See what I'm saying? It's the green light's over, mate. Everyone's given up everyone else.
They can't just take it away like that, mate. They can't. I've given them enough.
All right. It's all
I've given them
right,
enough.
mate.
They can't take it away like that.
Hey, look out, mate. Why don't you watch where you're fucking sitting?
Mate, how am I going to live? How am I going to live? I got family to support.
Mate,
I got
just
wife,
remember
I got
who
kids.
your friends
How can
are.
I do it?
Remember who your friends are.
Yeah, I know, mate.
Yeah, I know that they got Pallet Wilson on tape talking about me in the bank and all that shit.
They're not going to get you.
And they're going to charge me, mate.
They're not going to
They're going to charge me.
They're not going to get you.
They're going to charge me, but I'm going to beat them. I'm going to beat them, mate.
Roger.
I'm going to beat them and I'm going to take you with me. You hear?
Roger.
I'm going to take you with me.
Roger.
What? Hey?
No, it doesn't matter.
Jesus, Ned, you got a memory like a sieve. Right? I know they're close. You understand?
Yeah.
But I got too many friends. So I got the arse of their trousers, mate, and I'm not letting go. I got a grip so tight. Every cop I've ever met is going to be singing falsetto.
What about me, mate? What about me? Hey, Rog. What about us?
Mate, haven't I always looked after you?
Yeah, mate.
Hey? Haven't I given you the best years of your life?
Mate, I don't know how to tell you how moved I am.
What are you looking at? Hey? Come on, you were looking at Ned and me. You were looking at Ned and me with love in your eyes.
We took her out and give her a night she'll never forget.
I was. Now let me
Roger laughed like a drain all night. I loved the Dodger. We always had a good time, no matter what.
Where's Roger?
He's not here.
Come on, Joy. We know he's here. We just saw him poke his head round the corner.
Well, he's not coming out. You have been picking on Roger for years, and this is just another effort on the police department's part.
Don't be silly. Tell him to come out. It's nonsense taking this stance.
He's not coming out.
I know he's in there. I have a warrant for his arrest. We are entitled to break down the door if he doesn't come out. All right, Chris, get on to rescue. We'll rip this place apart with sledgehammers if he doesn't show.
No worries.
Roger. Roger, we have a warrant to enter and search these premises and take you into custody. You're under no obligation to respond other than to allow the formal laying of charges as listed in the warrant.
I'm gonna ring my solicitor, then I'll come out.
You might also like to know we arrested Maury Nawataga and Nick Paltos early this morning.
Righto, let's go.
They got the Dodger on some false bank account charges. What a bloody joke.
Mate, I like you lot better now you're not a pig, you know that?
What are you fucking talking about, you ass?
That Friday in October started out as an ordinary enough sort of day for Roger and me. We started drinking at the Lord Wolseley in the morning. Then we went on to a Chinese restaurant for lunch. We ordered about 4 bottles of wine. When they were gone, we got back to the beer for the rest of the day.
Piss off out of here! Come on, you sluts! Take your sluts out, piss off and stick them up somewhere. Go and piss off! Go on, what the fuck you think? Go and piss off out of here! Go and piss off! Go on, take it! Mongrel bastard! Oh, you think you own the place, do you? Piss off!
Hey. Huh? Oh, mate. What? Mate. Where are we, mate?
Pull your fucking head! Right, out of 9 boys! Right.
We got ourselves a wank.
What's up your ass?
Mate, just move leave a shit out of the road.
Get out of the truck. Just fuck off! Oh, shit! Get out of the fucking truck! Get out of the truck!
Get back in the fucking car. Stay out of the dickhead.
Fuck, get Run! Run! You'll kill him! Get in the car! Kill him! Run! Run! Get in the You bastard! Jesus Christ! You got me in a fucking bag! Come here, you fucking... Get those maniacs! Hey, mate, what happened? Hey, what happened? Go ahead and tell me, mate, what happened? What happened, mate? I stabbed the prick, all right? Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, when
The fucking knife goes in and you've hit something.
What happened?
I got him a few times.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He was gone.
What'd you do?
He was fucking gone.
What'd you do?
He
shouldn't have got out of the fucking truck, Ned. He shouldn't have got out of the fucking truck.
G'day. You're looking well. Hey, Ned.
I've been ringing around, mate. Nobody wants to help me.
You'll be sweet. You should have called me earlier. All the top brass is out of their warm beds overseeing the running of the operation. They got you up on murder, mate.
Yeah, but I didn't do it, mate.
The Commissioner's personally taken charge of the investigation. Anyone who tries to help you in any way is going to be kicked downstairs on their ass.
Roger, I didn't do it. I didn't do it, mate.
When's that ever made any difference? You did it, you didn't do it, who cares?
Mate, can anything be done to pull this madness up? I'll pay anything, mate. Money's no problem.
Well, something can always be done, Ned. Till now.
Well, what can you do for me, mate? Look, I didn't do it. I got my foot caught in a trap this time, mate. They're going to nail me to the wall. They're out to get me.
It'll blow over, mate.
Ah, bullshit. What would you know? You're not the golden-haired boy anymore, mate. Huh?
I'm your only friend, mate. I associate with people who'll look after me. People who'll do what I tell them to do. I pick and choose, don't you forget it. I pick and choose. In the end, you guys don't count.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, mate. You wouldn't give me up, would you, mate?
I was here to ask you the same question, Ned.
Billy set me up, you know. I knew he did. I should have shot the bastard.
Billy wouldn't have the brains to set you up.
Oh, yeah, mate. It was Billy, all right. He took my gun, got Terry Ball to run me down. It was Billy, mate.
Billy's never had an original thought in his life.
Roger. Oh, mate. What do you think I was going to do?
People are always predictable, mate. You can never tell what they're going to do. You said you were going to do me in.
Jeez, mate, I didn't mean it, Christ. You know.
See, there's the difference. I always mean it.
You're a cold bastard.
Do you remember Chow Hayes, Ned? He shot Bobby Lee 5 times in the Ziegfeld Club.
Yeah, what about him?
In front of 50 people, he pulls out his .45 and plugs him and walks off with his wife and his mate.
Well, he had balls, mate.
He was an idiot. You don't go into a public place to get your justice and think you can get away with it. When Ray Kelly caught up with him, he said, Chow, I know you did it. And I will tell as many lies as I can to convict you, and you will tell as many lies as you can to beat it. Is that square? And then he booked him.
Well, that sounds like a typical cop, mate.
Yeah, he was a real cop. Chow thought the law didn't apply to him, but it did. The law was Ray Kelly. In the end, you guys don't count.
Shit.
We had some fun, didn't we, Ned? We did whatever we wanted to do.
So what happens to me now, man?
I'm going to tell him to shoot you. No, you just keep your head down. Stay calm until things are put into place, all right? Trust me. If I ever let you down,
Where do you think I am, John Dillinger? Clear! Go! Hey, get out!
Looks like your run's come to an abrupt finish, doesn't it?
What is all this? You know you don't need this crap, mate.
Eddie, you're about to make your debut on TV. You're going to be a star.
Talk to any cop about lawyer prison.
Yep.
Come on, refuse to talk.
I know the Dodger tried to kill me, and I admire him for it. It was nothing personal. I'd done the same thing, given the chance. He could do the most terrible things and still get a good night's sleep. I miss the Dodger.